Hi guys, it's Mary. Welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a review, a get ready with me, and an ask you what you think of the Tati Beauty Blendifuls. I have washed and used these 4 times. I've done drugstore products, high-end products, my everyday routine. I've done it with these. And so I feel qualified today to talk to you about them. Let's just first see what it says on the website. She says the Blendiful is a makeup applicator that you didn't know you needed. The game-changing soft textured fabric is a blending dream that's designed to seamlessly apply and soften both liquid and powder products. The rounded edges and pointed tip help to provide a perfect blending step in your makeup application. Buff in foundation with little product waste, experience seamless contour, smoother concealer, and the most airbrushed powder application. Even in those hard to reach places of the face, save product, save time, and become an expert on your own unique routine. However you choose to use the Blendiful, your look will be one with no harsh lines every time. XO's Tati, and there's her little picture right there with her puff. First of all, I don't like the name. That's about the only thing I don't like. I don't know what it is about the name Blendiful. I mean, it's kind of cute. I think it just maybe sounds gimmicky. I don't know, but is it a gimmick? I don't think so. God's honest truth, when this first launched, she teased us with the you gotta have this thing, right? It's gonna change the way you do your makeup, and everybody's speculating on what it could be. And when I saw this, I actually wasn't that shocked because about 5 or 6 years ago, she was using this thing on her channel. She's used a puff for a long time. She used this thing to press in her powder. She did not put the rest of her makeup on with it. And I think maybe off screen, she was doing other things with it. And that it is the prototype for this. At the time, there was a lady, she was a small business that made these. She made them by hand. And it has been in my powder drawer all these years, and occasionally I will use it, but I use it to do this number and blot. So when she launched this, I wasn't that shocked at all. I was like, okay, that kind of makes sense for her. So it doesn't surprise me at all. However, when it launched, one of my friends asked me, you know who you are, Mary, are you going to get this? And I said, no. Actually, I think I said hell no, but in any case, I said no. All right. And I thought, why? Why do I need this? Because I have this. She talked me into buying this 6 years ago, and I don't use it that much. But I got curious. I decided, let's see if I can actually do my whole makeup with this. No instructions come with this, and there were no videos. I mean, it had just gone on sale. So I went and got this wet, like I would a beauty blender, and went in with my foundation and went, oh my gosh, no way. And then Ali Glines put out a video, and she showed how she used this to put on her entire face, and she didn't get it wet. And I thought, okay, that might work, because I have showed you guys for a long time now that that microfiber sponge that Juno makes. And yes, I am an affiliate of Juno. Okay. But that sponge and how that feels, and it's different than the Beauty Blender. It puts on makeup totally different when you have a cloth over a sponge. It totally makes a different finish, uses less makeup, does a whole bunch of stuff. And you either are a big fan of that or you're not. The point is, if you guys like putting on your makeup with a microfiber sponge, then you would be open to using this. I am not saying in any way, shape, or form that they're the same, because they're not. The Juno sponge is microfiber, and that has a totally different, velvety, yes, feel to it, but not the same as this. Look at this. It's different even than this. Look at these two together. But what I think is that Tati loved this and found uses over the years to use this in much the same manner that this gets used, but she definitely improved this. This actually convinced me to buy this, because I did do a seamless application of makeup with this, and I thought, oh wow, now I gotta know, did she improve this with this or what? And I do like this better. All right, but here's the size difference. See, This sort of feels like on the inside, and it's, can you hear that? It feels like there's more of this material inside here. This is the Tati. I don't know if you can hear a difference or not, but you can definitely feel it. I almost kind of want to rip into it, but I'm not going to see and confirm that I think there is a sponge inside here and not whatever is in this. This bends a lot nicer than this does. I can feel where like, oh, there's no fabric right there. No matter how I turn this, I got the same squishiness of whatever's on the inside of this. The inside of this one has something more dense than what's in this. I mean, you can just like bend this all over the place, and this one is just thicker. You can see that, right? This does make a really good thing to touch up with, and it does do good with my Lancôme powder. I have no idea why Lancôme chintzes out on this, but this powder comes with this puff that has a teeny little thing, like a drugstore kind of thing, if you ask me, and it tore up really easily, and I stole this puff out of my La Mer powder, and that's what I keep in there. This is the La Mer puff that comes with their powder. I don't know if this is going to stay focused enough for you to see that this is not the same thing. Even though I didn't think it would, I did try it. No, it does not put on makeup anywhere close to what this does. If this side gets dirty, you can flip this to the other side, and now you got a clean side. So 2 days worth, but I am in the habit of washing my sponges every single time I use them. So, you know, washing it is not that big of a deal. I wash it by hand. So far, everything has come out of it. Okay, so here we go. This is filthy. Filthy. I'm just going to use my e.l.f. This right here. This is what I use for everything, and it will virtually get out anything. So, here we go. Wet. Let's turn off the water so people don't freak out, even though you don't pay my water bill. No. Yeah. And I'm not being easy on this by no means. You can see the makeup in that water pooling in that drainer, which of course I did on purpose. No, I did not. Shy Guys, move a little to the left. Shy Guy's the cameraman. Say hi, say hi, Shy Guy. Say hi. Well, it's clean. Right, yeah, it is. It's clean. That didn't take... Of course, like I said, that's kind of an... I mean, the e.l.f. cleanser will get anything out, so if you have a problem, that's the one you should get. That took everything out. Thank you, honey. Now, I've not done anything ridiculous, like put on lipstick with it. I'm sure I could. Why don't we do that? This is my lipstick by Kristen Audette and Mel Thompson. It is in Puffin. I'm just going to get a little bit of Puffin. Looks like I need a little bit more than that. Just gonna... I'll wash it and bring it back for the end of this, albeit wet, but at least you'll know in this video where the lipstick comes out. Before this arrived, and just looking at it online, I thought, you know what this has the same texture as? And I know I said this on Instagram as a joke, but I decided to go ahead and give it a try before this arrived. Is this? What is this? This is the makeup eraser. You guys know the makeup eraser? So I have two. I can't tell you how many times I've used these, and the stains always come out and they're ready to use the next night. So I thought, since I looked online, this is the same texture. I don't have to buy that. I can use this. Anyway, so as a joke, I thought, let's just put on our makeup with the makeup eraser. It can be a two-in-one thing, right? You can put on your makeup with it. You can take off your makeup with it. It's the magic eraser. So I took it dry and I did that. And look, for the first time ever, it is stained and this won't come out. I just wrap my finger around it and I put on my foundation and so, no, it just doesn't work. Can you guys tell by looking at my face which side I use the Blendiful on and which side I just use my brushes and sponges like I normally would? Let me come in a little closer for you. I'm like 6 inches from this camera lens. It is in HD. If you don't see this in HD, please change your settings. Because depending on what you're looking at it on. This side of my face, I'm going to use the Tati Blendable. Okay, from here on out, I am sorry. I think that I refer to this as a blendable every single time now. And it's not because I'm being sarcastic or anything. I just really cannot remember the name Blendiful for some reason. On this side of my face, we're going to use the e.l.f. sponge. We're going to do my normal routine. First things first, I'm going to use my MAC Prep and Prime. This is something I normally do just like in this area where I have the biggest pores. I'm going to put it here, here. This is what I normally do. Okay, I work with it here and then I press it in everywhere. Right off the start, we're asking this blendable to do something I don't normally do. I wouldn't use anything except my finger to put this in, but let's try it. Why not ask it to do something that I don't normally do? I'm gonna let that set for just a few minutes. Next, I'm gonna use my MAC paint pot in Painterly, and I normally, if my nails are short, and lately I'm thinking I like my nails short, I use my finger. Now I'm going to take the Revlon PhotoReady. This is a silicone kind of primer. It's a pore filling primer, which Tati says, you know, that you can use this for. What I normally do is not with my sponge. I normally put this on with my fingers. Okay. And that's what I'm going to do. I've got a pump of it here, and we're just going to move that in. And I come all the way under my eye, too. I really do like this one. All right, let's come over here on this side. And I'm going to put it on this sponge thing. There's a sponge or something in here. And let's do this. I actually like dragging it and then patting. Come up underneath my eye, on my nose. Always remember the side next to the candle is the Tati Blendiful side. Okay, so here is the problem with what I'm doing. Because my glasses are off, I have no idea if the autofocus is actually focused on me or not. It's all blurry to me without my glasses, so while I'm trying really hard to let you guys see every flaw, how the coverage is, and all that stuff, more than half of the time, it's a disaster. And I just think I'm in focus, but I'm not really. That's why I've had to pull out all the other close-ups that I had, and there were quite a lot, like every step of the way. I was out of focus and did not know it. So I'm going to attempt to like crop in with iMovie, but I don't know if that will, I mean, that tends to make it blurry. So I apologize. I did try. Now I'm coming in with this Lancôme concealer. It's the one I can never say. Same on both sides, just right here in the corner. What I normally do is use my finger. Then I'll take a sponge and just kind of pat. I always apply this with my fingers and then I go in with a sponge. So we will be doing that on both sides. I can't find my Juno powder. That was the powder I was going to use, but I can't find it. It could be sitting right in front of me, by the way, and I still wouldn't be able to see it. Here we go. My favorite brush, powder brush, new favorite powder brush, which is just like the old powder brush that I had, except it's tapered. Finding I like the tapered an awful lot. Set. I'm just kind of moving around here. I'll get some powder here. Woo! And I'm going to start outside here and move in. Because I would do that normally if I had that much of a concentration. What I'm doing is just kind of pressing and rolling that powder in to my face. Come over my eyelid like I did with the brush on the other side. This, I feel like, is my most unforgiving bronzer, and I think it's because I got a shade too dark. But I'm going to come in with my Marc Jacobs brush, and I would normally tap that off a little bit, and here we go. I love a more diffused look to my powders and makeup. So that's why I use such big, fluffy brushes. I'm turning this puppy upside down, and we're just going to come in here, and I am going to tap it off because that's not fair. Okay, as expected, it is sitting right where I put it, but I can blend it out. See, that is pretty awesome if you ask me. I don't think it competes on the jawline. But up around the forehead, that's really nice because look, see where I'm coming with this? I can't do that with the brush without actually getting in my hair. See? So I really do like that for coming up around my hairline. I think that looks actually better on that side. The cheeks, keep in mind I'm blind and can't really see. I'm a blurry mess, but I think the brush side is better on the jawline. But it does blend out pretty easily. Let's show how well this bends by using this great smelling, I never noticed this had a smell before. This is Galifornia by Benefit, and I'm going to come in here with my Chica-Hodo blush brush and just kind of circled around and knock some of that off and put my blush on. What I typically do with blush is start here and just kind of circle up high up into my temple, trying to raise that cheek up there. All right, here we go. Kind of liking that. That looks pretty good. I'm gonna get a little more. Why not? Now along comes the Tati blendable, and I'm going to take this corner, bend it over, and go right in here. Ooh, it picks up a lot. Now, I don't think that that's fair to just come on my cheek with that, do you? Hello. Pounce, pounce, just like I did with the brush. And I'm just going to pat it on. Oh, yeah. Baby. This looks good. You like the way I'm acting like I didn't know it was going to do good? I mean, at this point, guys, I've used this 4 times. I know what it's going to do. I'm liking this. This is the Kevyn Aucoin sculpting powder. So I'm going to do my nose. And this is a goat hair brush. Wipe it off a little bit and come over here and just go down my nose, contouring like I normally would. Which I stink at. I stink at contouring my nose. I really do. So I don't do it a lot. And now I'm doing this side of my nose. All right, now I'm going to take this corner here and do the same thing with this. I have to admit, I do like this. Let's tap a little off. That is so easy. Look what I just did. I went up with one swipe. I'll move to a different area to buff. And now just remember that, okay? Because I don't want to go out looking like this. I'm going to come over to the other side and use it, okay? Just remember you saw how it was. All right, but I don't want to look ridiculous when I go out, so... look what I found just a little too late. Thank you, Juno, for not showing up on time. I am going to go in here, though. This is my favorite powder, besides the ones I can't get anymore. All right, now these dark areas inside my nose and stuff, I take care of when I do my eyeshadow. So I'm not going to worry about that right now. This palette was sent to me not that long ago by Ultra Ego. Not sponsored. And I haven't had a chance to do a tutorial with it. I'm going to come right down into this one here. This is called Star. And we're going to just put a little bit on. I'm not wanting to get too overly done up today. Not about doing eyeshadow looks today. but why not? I mean, I'm not doing a difficult eye look today, so should be able to, right? All right. Yeah, handles powder great. So let's do the other eye with it. I mean, what if you didn't have any brushes? There you go. I've already done a video once where I used a sponge to put on eye makeup and stuff, my whole face. And, you know, so this is not a complete shock to me. Okay, then we don't want to border the realm of the ridiculous. I mean, I'm sure I could put on my brows, mascara, and all that stuff with it, but who's going to do that, really? So I will go do the rest of my makeup. I forgot to put on highlighter. We're going to do that. But first, sometimes on days like today where you can just visibly see the age spots, I like to take this. This is Lancôme's Teint Idole. It's the Camouflage concealer. And I will have this the rest of my life. It'll probably go bad before I ever use it up. There's just so little needed. This stuff actually really does. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is, what I usually do is I'll get some of it, like that's way too much, put it on the back of my hand, okay, and then I will tap down in here, and then I'm going to come over here, I've got one right here, and I'm just going to tap down. Just helps it a little bit, even though we have powder and everything else on, I'm still doing that. So I'm going to take this right here, I'm going to get right on the seam, and here we go. All right then, so before we call it quits, I want to use my Dior highlighter, which is one of my favorites. You guys know I like this floppy brush to do that with, and come over here on my cheeks. And I like this highlighter and like cookie and stuff, because if you get too much, it still looks okay. Right, there's that side of my nose, and then we'll take the Blendiful. And, you know, I mean, I'm just going to, right here, bend it over and run it through there. Beautiful. I think that did a really good job. There, if I turn this way, I think you can see. Will I use it every day to do my makeup? No. Has it replaced sponges and brushes? Heck no. I've got too many of those, okay? And I don't know at this point how long this will actually last. I mean, I can tell you I've been rough with it. There's just something about the sponge and the dampness of it that I really like. So I can't say, honestly, that I will throw away my sponges and start using this to do my makeup application. I will use it in my routine for the things I love it for the most, which is, of course, putting on powders, and I did rather like contouring and putting on blush with it. That was nice too. Before I take off, I just went and washed this. I did not have the capability to let you watch me do that because Shy Guy isn't here to hold the phone. So here it is, wet, still needing to dry, but as you can see, the lipstick is gone. I hope that this was useful for you to figure out whether or not you would like to spend $18 to get the 2 puffs, which I really didn't think was that horrible. I mean, I paid, I think, almost $20 for this a long time ago. And I'd like to hear from you below. Do my eyes deceive me, or did this thing do a pretty darn good job? I hope you always know that you're the best part of the Fritzy family, and if you're not having a blessed day, go out and be a blessing to somebody else. Until next time. Love you, see ya. Bye. And I'm out.
Just a few minutes and I'm going to use my MAC paint pot. Did I scare you? Now I'm going to take the Revlon PhotoReady. This is the Revlon PhotoReady. I'm going to turn this puppy upside down. Upside down. Tati, you turn me inside out and around and round. For blush today, I'm going to use the In-Stain from the Balm, and this is... I don't know what this is. I love the way you fake. I love the way you fake that you can see. For blush, today I'm going to use my In-Stain. It's a pinky blush. No, we don't want to do that. Look what you have on. Dumbass. And then along came Tati. Yeah. She went into that blush. You like the way I'm acting like I didn't know it was going to do good? I've used this thing like 4 times now. I knew it was going to do good. But the best Oscar goes to Glitzy Fritzy for acting surprised. Oh my goodness, look what it's doing. I didn't know that was going to happen. This is a bronzing palette that you can't get anymore, so let me just show it to you and use it. Hang on! This is a bronzing palette that you can't get either. Darn it! Bushy brush, bushy brush, bushy belly butter, bristle brush, bushy brush. And try not to. I hate to hold those in, but I hope I didn't get anything on you. Tap, tap, tapping on heaven's door. It kind of is like heaven. No, it ain't. It is in the makeup world. You can do this on your mirror all day, and it won't get up any highlighter.